About my experience with the VacoPed Achilles boot, the cam boot. I got an injury about almost 4 weeks ago now, and yeah, instantly I was like, yeah, how am I going to be functional? And I was looking up study after study, and the same results for having surgery and non-surgery were very similar, with a 5% increase of re-rupture rate without having surgery, which is, to me, that's nominal. And so I was pretty excited about that I didn't have to go through surgery, but I want to be functional, because being in a splint, you can't put any weight on it, or else you're gonna lengthen the tendon, and the tendon will be longer, and so it'll grow longer. And also you might re-rupture it. But yeah, the biggest thing is you want to keep that spring in your tendon. That's why it's important to keep that downward angle of your foot. So yeah, when you first rupture it, make sure you keep that foot as far, it's called plantar flexion, so downward angle as much as possible. It's been functional. I've been in it about a week now, so I'm in week 4. I've been able to walk all over the place, which has been great. Yeah, a lot of positives to this boot that I've noticed. It comes with 2 of these inserts. This, even the doctor's like, it's not really important to pull the air out because it's filled with beads. So the inside has beads and air. And yeah, and so then you basically fill it up, and then you can move the beads where you want to make it kind of like a memory foam, so your foot is more comfortable. But the most important thing is the downward angle of your foot. Yeah, right here I actually lost a bead, and so they're sending me a new one, but they just pop out, I guess, and so that's one thing I didn't know, and so that'll be a new caveat for me. But yeah, I have my extra guy over there. Yeah, so you can see a little bit of walking. Right now I don't have my other side on, so it's a little bit uneven, but I'm able to fully function. When I did first put it on, it was really tight. My Achilles was, and so I was like, ooh, can't push that one. Also be mindful of walking down steps, like ledges, because you'll naturally push down your toe, and pushing down your toe is no bueno. Also for pools, make sure you don't go in the deep end. If you do, don't touch the ground with this foot, because you'll want to push off with your toe. Yeah, I don't think there's many people that swim, so that's kind of a unique thing that I experienced myself. Yeah, make sure you bring the dry one with you when you go to the pool so you can exchange it. Just put the new one on. What else? Yeah, very functional. I actually went to a wedding the day after I got it, which was tough, but you gotta do it. And put my pants inside of it, which was unique one because I couldn't put it over it was just too tight. But yeah, very functional, you know, like I feel you're about 2 inches taller too, so I'll show you how to put this thing together and take it apart. It's not too bad, it's pretty simple, honestly, once you've done it. At first I was like, I don't want to not know how to do it. And the doctor showed me, but I also watched a bunch of YouTube videos. So basically just boom, boom, boom. Very simple. Pop it off. Which is really nice at nighttime to be able to relax your foot. Yeah, and then so now it's out. It's just these 2 parts are like the plastic parts. Very, very easy. And then this part down here is plastic, and so the inside of it, this is the part that comes off after you like go in the pool or you go in like a bathtub or whatever. You'll take this out and you'll wash this part, or not wash it. I've just been kind of drying it. Sometimes I use soap, but it says no like washing machine, so be mindful of that you won't be able to throw it in the washing machine. But I don't like mine stinking, so I like to put soap on it. Also, you can air dry it in the sun or whatever. But yeah, make sure you have a dry one if you ever do go in the water, because you won't want to be walking around in a wet boot all day. Yeah, so you pop that out. Like I said, there's beads right here, there's beads inside of it, and that's what morphs to your foot to make it comfortable and make it feel like memory foam. And then yeah, you pop it out and zip this back on. So you'll zip it up all the way, so it'll look like that, and your foot will go right in there. And this bottom part is what keeps you at that 30-degree downward angle. These two little buttons here, those are the things that pop it out. Very, very simple. Yeah, and it just kind of like pops in. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, so it just goes like this. And right now, so I heard a snap, but I didn't feel it click in. So sometimes you'll hear a snap, but it won't fully click in. So make sure that you press down on it, because sometimes you'll have to adjust it a little bit just to make sure it's on, because you don't want to be walking around with this thing flopping around. Yeah, one thing that I did notice was these things are buttons. They're little buttons that can pop out on the inside, and mine actually did. So that was really annoying, because you know you kind of want it to be functional. Oh, also another thing, if you have if you're between sizes, you can pop this out, and then right here is how you adjust the length of the foot size. So mine's 11.5, and the max size for this medium size is 11.5, and same with the large. The large is it starts at 11.5. So I wanted to make sure that I had it right. But yeah, so I put it the max distance. And the one thing that was annoying was that my button popped off, and so I'm getting another button, but it is kind of annoying to miss a button. Yeah, but I was able to adjust stuff that just pops right in there, and then I just put the strap through here until my new button's coming in. But they have pretty good customer service, so they're sending me a new one. I wish I had more sleeves, because the sleeves do get annoying. And then my doctor said I can move it up to 90 degrees. So that's what I've been doing when I take it off. Just give me some time to get a breathing room, or just take it off to breathe. You know, it feels really nice to elevate and change it up a bit. One thing I did get was a compression sock. So sometimes your feet might swell. Like one thing I'm noticing. So I did non-surgical route, and my heel, it does get a little bit of inflammation right here. So I give it a little bit of massaging, but I do want it to heal correctly. So I'm not too much with it, especially in week 4. I'm not too concerned. I just want it to heal, and that's just keeping it at a downward angle. And then I'll work through the muscle tissue and stuff later. But yeah, so that's the boot. You put that on first. This goes on next. Put your foot in. Very simple. Then this goes on top. Boom. Like I said, I have to put this one through here, which is the one annoying part, but the rest of it works well. Just go through and through. Yeah, it's very simple. Able to go to the pool with the family. It's summertime, so I don't want to miss that. But yeah, very, very functional. Definitely worth the investment.